Hey everybody, welcome to It's Just Food with Mike. I'm Mike. I want to show you today my family's favorite Christmas, it's not really a cookie, treat, if you will. You have to make a ton of it because it rarely lasts until Christmas. This is the weekend after Thanksgiving. That's usually when I make them. And they barely make it to Christmas. So I have to make a lot. So you'll see it's a very large recipe. This was handed down from my father. I don't know where he got it from. But he died 28 years ago, and I can't ask him now. So either way, stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this. It's very simple. It's a little bit time consuming, not even that long. You just got to melt some chocolate and make some peanut butter balls and then put it all together. So the first step we take in this process is we're going to mix the peanut butter filling. And I start with 3 cups of Jif peanut butter. I'm very specific on it because I want it to taste exactly like it did when I was a kid. I have 3 cups of Jif. I have 1 pound of butter, just one box of salted butter. I have 3 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, not the imitation stuff. And then I have, like I said, it's a big recipe. I've got 3 pounds of confectioner's sugar. I'm not going to add all of it at once. It's going to take at least 2.5 pounds when we mix all this up in order for it to get the consistency we're looking for. So I'm going to add a little bit at a time and start to work it in there. This is a little bit of a time-consuming process. So what we want to do is make this mixture, and then we're going to chill it for a little bit so we can actually, keep the ball shape. So we just mix all this up a little bit of sugar at a time until it's all incorporated. And we just want to get this to a stage to where we can shape it into the balls. So I'll get this all mixed in together, and I'll have you come back when we're ready to make the peanut butter balls out of it. Okay, so now I got to this stage here. I ended up taking it out of the bowl and mixing it up just like pasta dough. I just kept rolling it and pushing it through. So I used the whole 3 pounds of confectioner's sugar for it. Now all I've got to do is I take my little 2-ounce, I think it's a 2-ounce scoop, whatever this size is right here, about walnut size. Scoop it out, roll it into a ball. So we're looking about that size. I'm going to do this whole thing, put them on a sheet tray, and put them in the fridge for about a half an hour, just to let them solidify up a little bit. That way, when we put them in the melted chocolate, they won't kind of melt away. Although we're only going to leave it in there for a few seconds anyways. Just get all these out on a sheet tray, chill them. And while that's happening, we're going to make the chocolate. Now we're to the stage where we have to melt the chocolate. And what I've got in here, you need at least 24 ounces of chocolate chips. These are just store-bought milk chocolate chips. The original recipe called for semi-sweet, but I prefer the milk chocolate. The problem is, I don't know why they do this. The biggest bag I could find that was even close to it was 23 ounces. So I had to buy 2 bags anyway. So this is more than 24 ounces. I'd say it's probably, closer to 30 ounces. It's fine. If you try to melt this just in a pan, it's going to burn. So you need a double boiler. You could probably do this in a microwave. I've never done it in a microwave. This recipe, I think, came out before microwaves were popular. And just my experience with chocolate is you want to kind of go gradual. To that, I'm going to add, and this is going to seem weird, a 1/4 pound of paraffin wax that I've chopped up into small pieces. This is going to help create that shell. It goes right in with the chocolate. It melts together. So we're going to watch this. Try not to get any water in this. If you get 1 drop of water in here, it's going to turn into a big block of chocolate that's very hard to melt down. And then you're going to have a disaster on your hands that's going to take a while to fix. I'm not going to show you how to do that. If you want to see how to do that, Alton Brown has a video on that. That's really old at this point. So just keep an eye on this. Keep stirring it. And once you get it all melted, I'll bring you back and we'll just make the peanut butter balls together. So now we're at the stage where we're going to cover the peanut butter balls with chocolate. You can see here I've got this nice and smooth, and I just kind of keep this over the hot water, and I occasionally got to turn on the burner just to warm it back up. It might start to harden up a little bit. We just drop the peanut butter balls in. I use a fork. Pop it out of there, right onto some parchment paper. This is the part where if you're going to make a mess, it's going to be here. And what I do after this is I'll put them back in the fridge to harden up, and then I take and put them into a 1 gallon bag, portion them out into 1 gallon bags, and we freeze them. So I'll have you come back when we get to the state where we put them in the fridge. Okay, so here they are. I've actually got some more in the fridge I'm going to pull out in a few minutes and put in with this bag here, but you can see you get quite a bit of them, and they may or may not make it till Christmas. When I eat these, it brings me back to my childhood. That's how food can do that at times, you know. This is one of those things. When you have these, everybody's going to want them. You can use crunchy peanut butter if you want. I never have, but you can use crunchy peanut butter. You can use semi-sweet. You can use any kind of chips you want to use. Very, very simple process. And I'm going to put the amounts in the description below. So give this a try. Let me know what you think. Hopefully for you, it becomes a family tradition like it is in our family. So if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share it with friends. Make these at home and surprise some people with them. They're really easy to make. They're delicious. And you're going to get stuck making them every year like I am. So I'll see you all next time. Have an awesome day.